Consistency is one of the most overlooked yet critical elements in player development. To fully grasp the nuances of a coach's philosophy and make meaningful progress, players need time. Time for repetition, progression, and dialogue that deepens understanding. Without it, the potential impact of coaching is diluted, leaving both the player and the coach short of their goals. When working with a coach over a sustained period, players can build trust and familiarity with the teaching style. This consistency allows the coach to tailor their approach, layering teaching points and creating progression that supports growth over weeks and months. For example, a coach might start with foundational skills, then introduce more complex scenarios, gradually building the player's capacity to think and execute under pressure. This method simply isn't possible in a one-off or infrequent setting. Frequent bouncing between coaches disrupts this process. While exposure to different perspectives has value, it can create confusion, especially for younger players who lack the foundational knowledge to sift through varied approaches. A cohesive development plan ensures that players aren't just collecting tips, but are mastering concepts that translate into better game performance. The same principle applies to coaching creativity or higher order skills. Unlike a simple directive such as shoot more pucks, teaching creativity requires layers of conversation and feedback. It's about cultivating habits and decision-making skills that can only emerge through repeated exposure to challenging scenarios and thoughtful guidance. This is especially true for skills like passing, battling, or wall work, where subtle adjustments over time can make a significant impact. From the coach's perspective, having consistent time with a player or team allows for deeper investment. Programs designed around long-term engagement, such as 8 or 12-week plans, give coaches the bandwidth to implement tailored progressions. These programs also give players the time to practice, fail, and refine their skills, embedding lessons in a way that one-off sessions simply can't achieve. For example, a well-structured program might focus on creativity and passing in 1 week, building towards integrating these elements into battle scenarios next. Each session feeds into the larger development goals, ensuring players leave the program with a clear understanding of key concepts. This method requires time and trust, two things that are hard to cultivate in sporadic interactions. As a player or parent, committing to a consistent program ensures the greater return on investment. It allows for sustained focus on specific themes and provides enough time under tension for new skills and habits to solidify. For coaches, emphasizing long-term engagement over one-off sessions fosters a deep connections with players, enabling them to deliver real value. Ultimately, development thrives on consistency. Whether it's a team coach or a skills trainer, the ability to spend focused, repeated time with players is the difference between superficial progress and meaningful transformation.